Hi, I'm Matt, and this is my review for the Simmons 997 catching glove. I already did the review for the blocker, so if you haven't seen that, check out my other videos, and it's posted there. I've now used the glove enough to be able to comment on how I like it and how the protection is. So here we go. This glove currently retails for $300 on the Simmons website. It is the older model of the new Simmons 998, and that one retails for $350. It is labeled as a pro level glove, and I agree with them on that statement. I had no issues with protection or anything like that, and unlike the blocker, I do believe that pro statement is completely justified for this glove. Before I get to my experience with this glove, I figured I'd show how it opens up. It has two tabs for this piece right here to open up, as you can see, and then this piece has Velcro right here that attaches it, and another tab right here as well. For customizing the fit, it has one elastic adjustment right here, one Velcro adjustment here, another Velcro piece right here, and the quick strapping system like most gloves now do have. And it does go through the cuff right here, so it can quickly adjust it on the fly. Personally, I would have preferred if this opened up a little bit more, just so you could air it out better, and like I've seen some gloves, but it's being nitpicky really, and everything's fine adjustability wise on this glove. So one thing I really like about the Simmons glove is it's the most comfortable out of any glove ever worn when it's on your hand. It has this nice leather piece right here that acts like a bridge between the cuff and the inside of the glove, and that's softer than most gloves I've ever felt. And the best part about it is that there's no seams in there. I'll show you the CCM, which does, and that's one thing I don't like about the CCM. And then the Simmons has this neoprene, I'm guessing, material right here, and that goes all the way along where all these straps are right here, so you don't get any, you can never feel the straps. It's always that really soft material, and the only break is right here, but then again it becomes the same material there, and this never caused me an issue. I never could feel that at all, and it was wonderful. And then on the inside, it doesn't have that same leather material, instead has a digital palm material that comes on player gloves. It's one of my favorite materials to use for player gloves. When it's wet, it still grips everything fine, and it doesn't wear down that much at all, and it feels great. And the combination between the leather piece right here and the digital is perfect, as well as this soft material right here, soft black material. And I'll do a comparison of the CCM and Vaughn as well. So here's just a quick example of how I wish the Simmons glove opened up. See how it gets so much into the fingers there that you can really open this one up. And the thing I don't like about this glove is it does have the same digital palm. It actually has a digital piece right here for your palm to rest on, and the fingers, I can't actually don't think I can get in there, so I'm doing it. The fingers, the palm, and that is actually digital as well. The one thing I don't really like about this is, as you can see, it has seams, and the seams you can really feel on your hand when you're wearing it, as opposed to the flat leather piece the Simmons has. This one, the seams, you can feel it, and it's not as comfortable. The Simmons one as well. Well, this does have almost the same material as the Simmons one does, that above the straps. This one is not as soft as the Simmons one is, and it's separated, and again there's more seams there. Just again, personal preference. It doesn't make a huge difference, but I still think the Simmons one is better. So here's my Vaughn 5500, just for comparison, and as you can see, this one opens up least amount of them all. It does have that nice bridge right here, and it's leather, but it's not as soft as leather as Simmons. This one's a coarser leather, and that goes all the way throughout the fingers too, and the palm of the glove is the same material. I can't actually really show that. I prefer the Simmons digital on the palm and the softer material here. Just the digital feels nicer on my hand, and when it gets wet it feels nicer too. This does have that nice material here, and it's pretty big, as you can see. It covers up a lot of room. Simmons just doesn't have this break right here, so I feel it's more comfortable and has less seams inside as well. And this part right here, well, nice isn't as comfortable as a Simmons. So again, great gloves, but I would still say the Simmons wins in comfort. When I got this glove, it was already broken in pretty good. As you can see, opens and closes fairly easily. But one thing I did notice is it feels like the palm might have a practice palm in it. I'm not sure what it does have. The reason being is when it closes, it doesn't actually close all the way. As you can see, the palm material feels like it's getting stuck and stopping the glove from closing. Now I could put force into it and close it, but when you're making a normal save, it doesn't actually get fully closed. And as you can see, it varies almost. And I haven't had any pucks slip out of this, because honestly I haven't caught that many to begin with, because everything just bounces out of it. But that is something odd that I found about this glove, and one of the awkward things about it. Another thing is, one of the reasons I have a hard time catching pucks with this is not because I think it's a bad glove, it's just because of the break angle. I don't tend to like gloves where I feel like I have to pull my outside fingers in, and that's what I feel like I have to do for this. It makes my hand feel really awkward and almost hurts up my arm. What I like is gloves where I almost have to close a thumb down. And with me closing the thumb, this is what happens. So this break is just clearly not suited for me and my style. So keep that in mind as I go forward about this. The reason I mentioned the practice palm in the Simmons is because this CCM glove that I have does have a practice palm, and it has the same closing issue. So when you try to close it, there's that gap. And the reason the gap is there is because the materials of the palm that are beefened up actually hit each other and stop it from closing completely. Now I can always just do that to force it in, but it actually does have the materials stopping it. So that's why I almost believe the Simmons has a practice palm. One thing I can say about this glove is that the protection is top notch. I have recently been facing NHL players and US college and Canadian college players, and I brought this out specifically to test how the palm would be and to see if I could replicate the issues I had with my larceny. I would take shots specifically off the palm and the thumb and the cuff, and was trying not to catch it and just putting the glove out there against, like I said, pros, and not an ounce of pain. I could feel where the puck hit, but I couldn't feel any pain or discomfort. So the pro designation of this glove is completely justified, and I would definitely recommend it if you're facing harder shooters. Unfortunately, I can't say the same about the blocker, but this glove really did hold up to its name and is extremely protective. Now, I really have no complaints about this glove besides the fact that I couldn't catch anything with it. But again, I would put that more towards just how I play, and that's not suited for me as compared to a negative of the glove itself. But a few things I did notice on it that I just thought were worth pointing out, and stuff I'm not super happy with or I wish they changed. On this thumb here, this piece is extremely flimsy and it's really soft. As you can see, you can push it in, it just feels like there's nothing here but either a very tiny thin piece of hard foam here, and that's it. Now this is me being extremely nitpicky, but again, I'm showing you everything on the glove. My CCM in comparison is solid on the back and on the front, and just feels much thicker and like there's more materials there. Again, this is me nitpicking, and this isn't really an issue to say, just I want to show everything about the glove. Another part I wouldn't mind seeing Simmons improve on is the slash protection here. I never felt anything with it or got hurt with it. It just feels a little less protective than other gloves I have. It's not a big issue because it has done its job so far, but just with my CCM and the Bonds I have, there's always seems to be a little bit extra thicker layer of protection here, while Simmons is just like one piece. Again, this is me nitpicking, and I would not say don't buy it because of this. Now, one thing I found I could do very well with this glove is actually shooting the puck. With the larceny, I always had slight issues with it, just the way it was. I wasn't always super comfortable with it, but with this glove, I have shot the puck better than I have in quite a long time. I don't know what it is, it's just how it squeezes around a stick. I could easily do the turco grip, and shoot pucks. I felt more comfortable handling pucks with this glove than I have in any, like I said, a long time. I've heard people compare this glove to the Vaughn 5500 series, and I have one of those, and I honestly don't see that many similarities. I find they close completely different and the break angle is different. I kind of feel the Simmons is kind of its own beast in that sense. I haven't felt anything else that feels like it. If you're in the market for a custom glove in the $350 price range, this is definitely a good option. In fact, I would recommend this to anyone, but I would ask them to try it out first, just because the break angle is awkward for me. It just feels weird on my hand closing it, and it's not natural feeling to me. With that said, the glove does a fantastic job doing what it's supposed to do as a glove. It's super protective, and my only complaints about it are really nitpicking. And I just want to show everything I thought about it and not leave anything out. So if you were to buy one of these or thinking about it, I would recommend it, but I would recommend it trying on just like any glove first, just because, like I said, that break is a little awkward to me, and because of that I couldn't make it my main glove. I'm not comfortable enough with it, and I have a hard time catching pucks with it. That about wraps up my video portion of the review for this glove. The written parts will be below and different links to different sites. I would definitely recommend this glove to anyone who's looking for a new one. Just because I can't catch with it doesn't mean it's not very good. In fact, I know it's a good quality glove. The protection's there. It's a pro level glove like they label it, and for brand new it undercuts the competitors, and this one would be custom and made in Canada as well. I know people were kind of not happy with my review of the blocker. I'm not against Simmons. Like I said, I would recommend this glove. It just doesn't work for me. I feel the blocker is a completely different scenario altogether, but I would definitely recommend this glove to anyone who's looking for a new purchase.